Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, all. So, guys, I'm just uploading the data set. I request all of you to please download that data. Just give me a few seconds. I will let you know the file name. So, today we will do one case study. Yeah, so I have uploaded the data set. Guys, just go to this folder ML2. Okay, in that you will find one data file which is groceries.csv. All of you, please download the data set.
Done, sir.
Okay, so all of you, please download and we'll start in another minute.
Done, sir.
Yeah, hi everyone. So is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, great. So guys, so today we'll be doing one case study on market basket analysis. So I think you guys would have already studied this topic before. Have you guys studied this market basket analysis as part of the previous sessions? So today we'll be doing one case study on market basket analysis. We also call this market basket analysis as association rule learning, or we also call it as recommendation systems. Okay. So today we'll do one case study on buy one get one free. Okay. So basically this is the problem statement that we have for our today's session. So Mr. Bruce is the owner of Wayne Group of Superstores. Okay. Now he looks at the 3 months historical sales data of his stores and he finds that the sales is very poor or dull. Okay. Now he approaches one of the consultancy firm, which is Quinn Consultancy, to solve this issue that he basically wants to improve the sales of his superstores. So you are working as a data scientist in the consultancy firm, Quinn Consultancy, and Mr. Bruce tells you that he wants to have a plan of action where he can give an offer like buy one get one free or some kind of bundled offer, and you need to perform market basket optimization using a priori algorithm and give him the solution. So this is the problem statement that we have. Anyone has any questions on this problem statement? Let me know. If all of you are clear with the problem statement, then I will show you the data set. So this is the data set that we have. So this is the data set that is given to us now. So if you look at this data set, it would not make much sense, but so this is a CSV file where each row represents each transaction. Okay, now each row represents each transaction. So these data are nothing but your transaction data. Like this is the first customer who bought the citrus fruit, semi finished bread, margarine, and ready soups. So this first customer bought 4 products. Then we have second customer or the second transaction which took place. So it can be the same customer did multiple transactions. It can also happen, but these represents each transaction. So say for example, if you are a customer, you went to a superstore and you bought 1 product or 3 product or 5 product or 20 products like this. Okay. So now if you look at this, so it has almost around 9,000 plus data on transactions data that we have. So we need to analyze this data and give solution to Mr. Bruce. Let me know if anyone has any questions on the data set. So each transaction, each row represents each transactions and each column represents different items which were procured as part of that transaction. So somebody might have bought just 1 product, somebody might have bought multiple products. Like in this case, this customer bought around 9 products. Okay, so somebody may buy 1, 2, 3, 4. So depending upon the need of the customer. Is this okay, guys? Data set, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we need to do is, so basically we need to analyze this data. We would want to know if I launch any offer like buy one get one free. So what combination will work? Like example, bread and vegetables or apple oranges, or what basically would work. Okay, so we need to find which one should be the buy product and which one should be given as a get one product or free product. Okay, so not every product can be given as free. We also need to see which are the top selling products, which are selling high. Okay, now in order to solve this, we will be using a priori algorithm. So let us see how we are going to approach this. Okay, so I request all of you to please open your Jupyter notebook. So this is buy one get one case study. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we need to import our data first. So what we'll do is we will import the library and dataset. So let's create a variable. So first is pandas. And this is a CSV file. So we can use this pd.read underscore CSV to get our data. Just say groceries dot CSV. Okay. What we can also say is, let's see the first few rows if the data has loaded or not. Now, if you look at this, so this has the data. But now if you look at this, in this case, the data that was given to us, ideally the columns, this column should have the column names. But if you look at this, this is not the column names, but I am just getting the first transaction products here. Okay. So what I can also do is, so this is basically my citrus fruit semi. This is my first transaction, and this is what is appearing in my data frame as column name. So what we can also do is we will just say comma header equal to none. Okay. If I do like this, then this transaction will come as the first transaction. And now my column names are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and my row number is also 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So just use this header equal to none. So what I will also do is I will just write down this problem statement here. And if you want, I can also share this on the chat window. Are you guys done till here? Just let me know. Guys, are you done? Can we move on? So we have just imported our data.
Yeah, done.
Okay. So then the next thing that we would like to do is we will basically try to explore the data a bit, like how many rows and how many columns are present in the data, and we'll just store those values. Okay. So what we can do is we can check the shape to know how many rows and columns are there in the data. So what we will do is check the number of rows and columns in data. So we can use this. My data frame name was grocery. This is the name that I have given. I can just say dot shape. Now, if I use this, just it will give me this. So this means there are 9,835 rows and 32 columns. So what this also means is at max, at a time, one of the customer bought maximum 32 products in a single transaction. So it can be that multiple customer bought 32 product, but not more than that. Okay, this just means this. So 32 means the maximum product which any customer has bought. And 9,835 is my total number of transactions. $9,835 is total number of transaction and 32 is maximum product purchased in a single transaction, or maximum number of product purchased in a single transaction. Are you guys fine till this? Now let us see. Suppose these are my different products which were purchased. So now you may also find this NaN. So NaN basically means there are no values which are present, or just this is blank. Okay, so blank cells are represented as NaN. Okay, now suppose from this data frame, if I want to access any value, how can I access the values? Say for example, if I want to accept, if I want to see this, say for example, if I want to access coffee, so how can I, what can I do? I will just say, grocery dot values, and then I will say what is the position of coffee. It is present in first row and second column, right? So I will just say 1, 2. Okay, so this will give me coffee. If I want to access this yogurt, so I will just say 1, 1 and 1. If I say 1, 1 will give me yogurt. Same way, if I want to access this bakery product, I will say 4 and 3. Okay. If I do 4 and 3, I will get bakery, this long life bakery product. So this is long life bakery product. Okay, this was just to give you an idea that how we can access the value. Okay, the reason we are doing this is we'll basically create a loop. Okay, now, and we'll make this into a data frame, or we'll make this data frame into a list kind of format. And what we will also do is we will convert every single transaction. Okay, so this is one transaction, and we will convert this transaction into a list. Every single transaction will get converted into a list. Okay, that is what we will do as the next step. So for that, so basically in the next step, we will convert every transaction into a list. Okay. For this, we are going to use a for loop. Okay, so what we will do now is I will create an empty list. Okay, so I will just call it as transactions, and I will say this is my empty list. So first we will create an empty list called as transactions, and then what I will do is we will say for I in range. Now if I do this, if I do this len grocery, what do you think I will get as an output? If I do this len grocery, so grocery is nothing but my this data frame. So if I do len of grocery, what should I get as output?
Length of a data frame.
I will get the total number of transaction which is there. Okay, so I will just use this len of grocery. Okay, for I in range, I will say 0, comma this len grocery. Okay, so len grocery will just give you the total number of rows in your data frame or the total number of transactions. Now what we will say is I will say transactions dot append, okay, and this I would want to append it with str. Okay, and I will append it with this grocery dot values. Okay, I will say str of grocery dot values, and then instead of this 4 and 3 or any number, what I will say is I will just say I comma j. Okay, and next what we will also say is so this is next we will say for j in range 0 comma sorry yeah 32. 32 is my columns, right? So we can get the column names by this len of grocery dot columns. Okay. Now what this will do is this will basically convert every single transactions into a list. Is this same? Okay, this is grocery. Yeah. Now if I show you this, I will just remove this. If I show you this transactions, so what it has done is it has basically took each row data. Okay, so each row has multiple items or multiple products. Okay, now each, so whatever number of products are available here, so this is converting it into a list. Okay, so this is my first list. You can see here citrus fruit, and same way if we go down, we will have another list. So second transaction had around 3 products. So you can see that second transaction has 3 products. Third transaction, there was only 1 product, whole milk. So if we look at this, we look at the third transaction, it has just 1 product. So what we have basically done is we have converted each row into a list. Okay. Till here, is this fine? Let me know if anyone has any questions. Now, have you guys installed this Apriori package? Just let me know. Let me know if all of you have installed this package or not. So that is not going to be an issue anyway. So that is not going to be any issue. Okay. So Apriori, if you have already installed, so I think then we can move on to the next part. Okay. So what we will do now is we'll basically run our model. Okay. Only on items which are occurring more than twice in the transaction. Okay. So not every product will be sold more than once. There may be certain products which the customer might not even buy. So there can be some products in the stores. So we don't want to do analysis on that, but what we are more interested in, we will basically consider those products only which were sold more than twice. Okay. Now we will also need to, so I will just, so installing the package is not required. So I'll just tell you what we need to do now. First thing that we need to do understand here is we will run the model only on the items which are occurring more than twice in the transactions. And the second thing that we want to look into is to calculate the minimum support. For this, we need to calculate the minimum support. So what is the formula to calculate support? You guys know? So this formula we will use. Okay. So we'll run the model only on the items which are occurring more than twice, right? So more than twice, that is the minimum criteria. So we'll take t multiplied by 7. Let us assume that we are doing a weekly transaction plan. Okay. So we'll use this 3 multiplied by 7 divided by what is the total number of transactions? This is divided by my total number of transactions. My total number of transactions, that is 9,835. Okay. Now, if we calculate this value, so we'll say 21 divided by, I can also say length of grocery. So this is what is my minimum support, which is required to perform this analysis. Okay. So so we are running the model only on the items which are occurring more than twice, right? So so we are taking this 3 here, and what we are doing is we are also we are creating this weekly transaction plan. Okay, so weekly transaction plan is what we are creating. So 7 is, so if you are creating a monthly transaction plan, then you can multiply 3 into 30. Okay, and this is my minimum support which is required. This is my minimum support required. Okay, so what we will do now is we will just create our rule. Okay, but for that we will use this from this package. We will import this functionality of Apriori. So this is the algorithm which will help us perform the analysis. Now, once we import this, what we also need to do is we will have to create the rule. So we will create the rule with this function. Okay. And I'll just say this as the rules only, and we will say this will be a priority. Rules is equal to a priority, and here I need to give my data. Okay, so my data is available as part of transactions. So this is what we have created, transactions. And then we will also give the minimum support. We can just copy this value for the minimum support. Okay. And then we will also have to give the minimum confidence, minimum lift, minimum length, and maximum length. We'll give this minimum confidence, Then we will give this minimum lift. Then we'll give this minimum length. And we will also give this maximum length. Okay. What do you think? What should be the minimum confidence that we should use? We can use a confidence of minimum 20% or 30%, right? Again, this minimum confidence, minimum support, minimum lift is up to you. Okay. So let us assume that I'm giving the minimum confidence as 20%. So we will say 0.2. Okay. Now you can change this value if you don't want. Okay. So you can make it at 0.25, 0.3. Just make sure that you use some high value. Okay. 20 to 30% is the industry standard, which is generally followed. Okay. Then we also need to give the minimum lift. Okay. Now, if something is less than 3, okay, so what I can do is I can define this as 3. So if something is less than 3, then we don't want to consider them. Okay, so minimum lift is 3. Okay, then we can also give this minimum length. So what this minimum length is, what analysis that we are doing is we are doing this analysis for buy one get one, right? Right. If you are planning for buy one get two offer, then so there will be two. How many products which are involved in this buy one get one offer? So there will be 2 products which are involved, right? So we can give 2, 2 and 2. So minimum length will be also 2 and maximum length will also be 2. If you are doing some kind of analysis on buy one get two, then you can give minimum length as 3 and maximum length as 3. Okay, but since this analysis is more on buy one get one kind of thing, so we are using this minimum length and maximum length here. Okay, both will be 2. Okay. So in above case, transactions is my data. Okay. Then what we have also used is minimum support and minimum confidence and minimum lift. Okay, this is again up to you. What support, confidence, and lift you want. Support, then confidence and min lift is up to you to decide based on the problem or based on the analysis that you are doing. And then we have also used this minimum length and maximum length. Okay, this is my min of length and max of length. Okay, this will basically depend upon the type of offers you are planning to give to your customer or you are planning to launch. in case of buy one get one, there are two products which are involved, right? So that is the reason why we have used this. I will just copy. Let me first check if this is working. Yeah, this is working. Next, what we'll do is, if I run this rules now this is not giving me any output, right? So what we will do is, we will store the rules as a list. Okay. So we'll convert this rules into a list, and then we will store it in a different variable. Let's say I want to store it in results, and store in results. Okay. So what we will do is, we'll say results equal to list, and then I will just say rules. Okay. We run this. We are getting this results like this. So what we can also do is, so each of this is one result. Okay. Now what I can also say is, I'll just say print and this will be separated by okay, everything is one transaction, right? So when we print this, so I'm not able to analyze much, but if you look here, so here you can see that I have this instant food products, and then I have hamburger meat. And for this, the support is 0.003. Then we have the confidence value here, and we also have the lift value. Now we don't get much idea looking at this, right? So suppose if I do this results, okay, and then if I just run this, so this is my first output that I have got. Okay. Now if I do this results 0,0, then I am getting this as instant food products. Okay, this is basically my buy item, and this is my get one option. Okay. Now suppose if I want to store this value and by using this 0 again, now this will basically give me an error. So this I cannot do. So what we will do is we will extract all these values and store it in a data. So what comes on the left hand side, we will make it as a byproduct, and whatever is on the right hand side. Okay, so this is my left hand side product. So this is my buy option, and all these are my buy option, whatever is coming on the left hand side, and whatever is there on the right hand side is my get get one option or free option. So the next thing that we would want to do is we will have to convert the above this output into a data frame, and then in that data frame what I will store is I will store this as my buy product. I will store this as my get one product. Then what we would also store is we can also get these fetch these values, which is support, and then we might have confidence and the lift values. So all these things we can store it in our data frame. Now suppose if I want to get this instant food product as an as a output, so what can we do? Now, if you look at this, this is what these values are stored in inside a tuple, right? Do you guys know how to extract this values? So what we will do now is, suppose if I want to extract this value, okay, instant food products. So I will say, I will store this as a list item, okay, and I will say tuple, okay, and then we can say 2 or 0. There is no seeing list. Madhuri, can you speak? Are you able to see my screen? Are you getting any error? Just let me know. No, getting error, but not getting result. Can you share your screen, Madhuri? Just share your screen. Where are you getting? You do one thing. You go to kernel. Go to the kernel on top. Do you find this option of kernel? Do one thing. Restart and run all. Just click on this. Restart and run all. Still you are not getting any result. Then just do this. In the last line, just type results. Chunk 10. Just add a comment sign before this print, and in the last line just type results. Add a this hash symbol before print, and rules minimum support is there, and in the last line just type results. So results is not giving you any value, right? So just say this for I in results. Do one thing. For just before results, just type for I, for space I in results. Type this for I in space in. After results, just give this colon symbol. Then hit enter key. Say print I inside a small bracket. Print, open a small bracket and type I. Try running this. Still you are not getting any result. Can you do one thing? Just go to kernel and say restart and clear output. Go to the kernel and click on restart and clear output. Click this once. Now go back to kernel again and say restart and run all. Go down. So you are not getting any output, right? Can you speak, Madhuri? Okay, do one thing. Can you try restarting or just convert this into a markdown? Okay, just click on this chunk 10 and convert this into a markdown. Okay, now go to your kernel and click on this restart and clear output and do this again. After that, after clearing everything, just restart and run all. Okay, so now below that, in this below this chunk number 9, so there just type this results. So what we will do now is we will store the rules as a list and then store it inside this result. So create a variable results and say equal to list, open a small bracket and say rules, small bracket, rules. And then in the next line, just type results. Run this. We are getting this empty list. Can you run that above chunk once? Chunk number 9 once. Just run this chunk number 9 from Apriori to import where you have done this import where you have created the rule. Go to chunk number 9, run this, click on run button. Now in the now go to chunk number 10, then run this. Okay, you are not able to see the results. So just do one thing. Copy this print open bracket star results and run this instead of no, wait. Just a minute. I'm sharing on chat. Is anyone else also facing issue like this? Copy this from chat and paste it in your code. Others, are you getting the result or you guys are also facing issues?
I am getting error.
Okay, just run this. Nothing is coming, right? Do one thing, just close this Jupyter notebook and restart this. Restart everything. Save this file. Save this. Okay, then just restart your Anaconda. How many of you are getting error? Just let me know in chat or you can unmute and speak. Or just raise the hand. So Madhuri was getting error. Is there anyone else who is getting the error? For others, it is working fine, right?
Yes, working fine for me.
Okay, Madhuri, are you trying this? Are you getting the result, or I would say that let us try doing this, and we will figure this out towards the end. What is the error? But just try to restart your Anaconda. Okay. Have you run this everything from start, or run every chunk one by one? Go to the start and run every chunk one by one. Do restart and clear output and run each chunk one by one. Now go to each chunk, run one by one. Run this. Wait. This is just for information. 9834. Okay. Do one thing. Do one thing. Go to top. I think there is your this. You have not defined this header. This was the problem. Go. Okay. Here, after giving this groceries.csv, give a comma. Then say header equal to none. Okay. Now you should get. This is the problem. ठीक है, उसके आगे रन करते जाइए. Till rules run this. Okay. जहां तक आपने रूल्स डिफाइन किया है वहीं तक रन कीजिए अभी। which okay, still you are not getting the result, right? Transactions, go up, show me the transactions which you have created. Transactions, spelling and all is okay. यहाँ पे there is some issue, right? This transaction यहाँ पे yoga, there is, जो ट्रांजेक्शन आपने डिफाइन किया है ना, यहाँ पे एरर है. So what is this you have used? Transactions is equal to, you have created the empty list for I in range. Okay, this 0 length of grocery is fine. Transactions dot append. Okay, then you have converted this into a string grocery. This, ये आपने 1,1 यूज किया है, right? Just remove that 1,1. Do I, j. Okay, then for j in range 0, length of grocery columns. Okay, now this is fine. Run this. Have you run this? आप एक काम करो, रीच, go to your kernel and just clear output, and now this is fine. Now this is giving you correct output. So now just run this chunk number 18. Chunk number 18 को run कर लीजिए, कोई नहीं. Actually, I think there is some lag at your end. So just run this chunk number 18. And now you are getting. Now you are getting. Okay, now this output is not making any sense to us, right? So what we will do is, from this output we will scrap the output that we want. Okay, so we will store. Now if you look at the output, okay, now if you look at this is not giving us any much information, right? But the values are stored here. Okay, now what we need to do is, now, so these are the products that can go hand in hand for buy one get one. You can see that this is the one transaction which has been identified. Then this is the second transaction. Like if the customer is buying this instant food products, then this hamburger meat can also be given as a free item. And for this, the support is, this is the support value, and then we have the confidence value, and we also have the lift value for this combination. Okay. For the second combination, the results are available here. Okay. Same way, the results are available here for the third combination. Now, this output is not giving us much information. So what we can also do is we will convert the above this output into a data frame. Okay. Now, for that, what we will also do is we will basically create our user defined function. Okay. Now, if I want to extract the values from here, okay. Now, these results are in the list form, right? So this is my list. This output is in form of a list, right? So we have converted this into a list and we have stored this inside result, right? So this output is list. So this is one element of a list. This is my second element of a list and so on. So what we will also do is if I want to extract the values from here, so if I do this 0, so if I just type here from my results, now this is, let me show this to you. What is the type of results? So the type of results is what? This is a list. Okay. So from my results, my first value will be stored. If I want to access the first element, what I can type here? What should I type here to access the first element of my list?
0.
I will just say 0, right? So this is my first element, right? From here, there are multiple things which are available inside this. So from this, if I want the product details, okay, so I can just type 0 again. Okay, so this will give me the product details. If I type 1, so this is giving me what? 0.003. What is 0.003? 0.003 is my support, right? If I want this confidence, what should I type? I can type 2, right? So this is again inside this. So we will extract these values from here, so by converting it into a tuple and all. So idea was just to explain that we will basically extract or we will scrap the data from here. Okay. Now this result that we have got here, so we will convert this into our data frame. But just understand one thing from here is that whatever is so here, since we have done the analysis and we have kept this minimum length and maximum length as 2 and 2. So here we are getting two products, right? And this product which is on the left hand side is my buy product, and this is the product which we can offer as a get free. Okay, same way this red blush wine and bottled beer, these are the possible combinations. So coffee and condensed milk, margarine and flour. So all these are possible combinations. Now, if I just want these byproducts detailed, okay, so what I can do is so what we will do is we will store the output in form of a tuple, and then we will run a for loop to get all the byproducts. Okay. So we are just storing this in our LHS, and to get the values, we are using this. And we will just say, again, we will use this 0 for I in results. And if we run this LHS, so what we are getting is, so from here, my first byproduct was instant food product. Second byproduct was whipped sour cream. So what is this? Baking powder. Instant food product. Okay, this is my first transaction. Whipped sour cream, beef, berries, liquor. This is fine. Just a minute, guys. Let me just do this. Baking powder. Now this is fine. Instant food products, baking powder, beef, berries. This is instant food product, baking powder, beef, then berries. Why this has changed? It's hamburger meat. 2,0, 0, 3, 0. Guys, let's take a 5 minutes break and then we will see, because I need to see this. There is some error which is there. Let's take a 5 minute break and then we'll meet. Is that fine, everyone? Sure, let's meet in 5 minutes. So we'll be back by 7:10. So there is just one step left. So we need to create a user-defined function to convert this output into a data frame. Yeah, is everyone back?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now guys, just what we have done is, so we need to create a user defined function now. Okay, so this is a very standard user defined function. Now this will be same if you have any kind of data set. Okay, now depending upon, so this is basically, this is just any name that you can give this. So we have created a user defined function. Now basically what we are doing here is, in this step we are extracting the data from this, or we are scraping the data from this data, and then we are storing this into a data frame. Now for that, what we have done is, we are storing the byproduct, okay, the byproduct into this LHS. Then cell product is getting stored in this RHS. Then the support, confidence, and lift score, all these, so these are very standard codes that we are, that is written here. Okay, because this format will remain, if you, depending upon any data set, this will be very standard. So this is the code that we need to write. And what we are also doing is, we are storing this inside our results data frame. Okay, all of you please type this and let me know if you have any questions. So this will store your results and give you the output, something like this. And whatever is on the left hand side, it means this is my byproduct. This is my get get one free product, or maybe depending upon, if you want to bundle these two products together at some different price point, that you can also do. But these are the offers which you can launch. And this is pretty standard. This will be same for all the data set. Let me know if you guys are getting the result. Am I not audible? Let me know if anyone is not getting the output. Let me know, guys, if you are getting the output or not. So, guys, what will be the final step? What do you think? What will be the final step? So you can see that this is giving me the output like this. On the left hand side, I'm having this buy product. On the right hand side, this is my sell product or get one free product. Then we have the support score, confidence, and the lift. Okay. Now, if you look at this, this is randomly arranged. What we can also do is we can arrange this in the order or in the descending order of the lift value. Okay, so higher the lift value, it means the product will go well in bundles. Bundles, or you can give that as an offer or bundle them. So the business decisions the company will take whether to do buy one get one or to bundle the product together. So what we can also do is we can arrange this in descending order as per the lift value. So this is stored in results underscore df. So what we can also do is we will say results underscore df dot sort underscore values by lift, and we will say ascending is equal to false. Okay, so this will arrange it in descending order. So this means these are the better product combinations. Then this is the next better combination: flour and sugar, popcorn and salty snack, processed cheese and white bread. So this is how you can attempt this problem. Okay, either you can launch this as a buy one get one offer, or you can bundle them together. It is again a business decision to be taken. Let me know if anyone has any questions. Any questions, guys? Anyone who is facing any kind of problem or anyone who is not able to understand, you can let me know. That's all from my side, by the way. Let me know if anyone has any questions. Yeah. This will be very similar to, so this is very similar because these are, so this is in some pattern, right? Now this pattern will be same if you are using this algorithm. Okay. Now this, right. So this will be in the same order. So there isn't, so this is very much, this is pretty much this is, so it doesn't matter what data you have. This is pretty much, yeah. Yeah. This look, that is what I'm saying. This location will be exactly as it is. Sorry, I didn't got your last state. Mhm. Yeah, these are more like a reusable codes. That is the purpose of creating a function. Again, this names you can give anything as per your choice, wherever you want to store. Okay, guys, that's all from my side. If there are no further questions, then we can end this session. So tomorrow's session will be taken by Pranab itself.
Sir, please explain support, confidence, and list once.
Okay, sure. I think you would have gone through this. Support is this. Support basically, this PPT you would have received, right, in your note. So this is the formula to calculate support. Support of a product. Okay, so this X is nothing but a product. It is basically number of transactions containing the product. Okay. Now, say for example, this is my data. In this, one of the product is coffee. Let's assume this. Suppose if you want to calculate the support for the product coffee. So what you will do is you will identify how many times this product coffee is appearing. Okay. So let's assume that I am just doing this in Excel only. So this is my first, this is, it is appearing second time in this transaction, row number 42. Same way it is appearing in row number 46, and it will appear at multiple other rows, right? So if you want to calculate the support for coffee, then it will be number of transactions containing coffee divided by the total number of transactions. Total number of transactions will be how much? 9,835. Okay. Are you clear with this? What is the support?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next, so this is the basically how you calculate the support. Now possible values for this support can be what? Maximum this coffee can appear in how many transactions? So this support value will always lie between what? The range for this support If I ask you this, what will be the range of support? It will always lie between 1 and near to 0. Not exactly 0, but near to 0. Why? Because, say for example, if we are talking about this data, okay, and here if I want to calculate the support of this coffee, maximum what can happen? Maximum can happen that coffee is present in each transaction, right? This is what can happen. So if coffee is appearing in each transaction, then this formula will become what? Number of transactions containing coffee will be 9,835 divided by 9,835. So this will be 1, right? So maximum value of support will be 1. Minimum can be how much?
0. Right.
Minimum, it cannot be 0. See, it will never happen that coffee is not present in any of the transaction. Then this itself will not make sense. Calculating the support maximum it can happen is that coffee will be appearing, minimum value will be 1, right? Minimum value can be 1. Do you agree? So if I divide 1, so if coffee is appearing in just one transaction, so this will become 1 by 9835. So this value will be very low. So this will never be 0, but it will be very close to 0. That's the reason why I have written this as near to 0. Okay. So this is how you calculate the support. Next, let us see what is this confidence. Now this basically it will tell you how confident you are that the transaction will occur. That if a person buys this X, then the person will also buy Y product. Okay, it can be anything, apple, orange, or milk and bread. It can be anything. Now this confidence formula is number of transactions containing X and Y divided by number of transactions containing X. How many times this combination has appeared divided by how many times this just transaction was there for only this coffee. Okay, this is how you calculate the confidence. So here X and Y are different product. Any question here in understanding this confidence?
No, sir.
Okay, then we finally calculate this lift. Okay, so lift formula is confidence of X by Y divided by support of Y. This value can be more than 1 also. Okay, so higher the value, it is better. Just note that this is support of Y. So this is confidence of X to Y and support divided by support of Y. This is the formula which is there.
Thank you, sir.
Just I will, if you want, I can share this snapshot, or you can take the snapshot for this. Please copy this image. Higher the lift value, better for us. So this lift can be greater than 1. Lift can be greater than 1. Okay. Thank you, everyone. That's all from my side.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Bye.